planet are these people on? When are they going to realise they can't spin their way out of this one? This budget was a missed opportunity. We need to move from an economy of borrow and spend to an economy of save and invest. They talked about the disregard, but why not proper help in the tax system for people who save? Where was the plan to regulate the banks and regulate credit properly? Isn't it time to end the tripartite system and restore the Bank of England to its proper place of regulating debt in the economy? And on the fiscal side, he scrapped his fiscal rules, he scrapped his spending plans, but he's put absolutely nothing in their place. That's why we need spending restraint now and an Office of Budget Responsibility for the future. No one, I have to say to the Chancellor and the Prime Minister, no one will believe the government is going to sort out the public finances when the Prime Minister says they're only going to make serious start in 2011. We all saw what they're doing today. A few clever political taxes on the rich before the election, but save up anything in terms of real tax increases for 2011. But look what we've got between now and then. We've got another Queen's speech. There's another pre-budget report. There's another budget. The Prime Minister sits there in his bunker talking about all the brave things he's going to do in 2011. Isn't there anyone left to tell him he's got to hold an election between now and then? They just don't get it. They can't see what's actually wrong. He will never bring in the changes required because he doesn't accept that the economic model he's run for 12 years, based on government debt, consumer debt, housing debt, is fundamentally bust. This Prime Minister can never be the future because he doesn't understand what went wrong in the past. Now, Mr. Deputy Speaker, the fundamental truth is that all Labour governments run out of money. The last Labour government gave us the winter of discontent. This Labour government has given us the decade of debt. The last Labour government left the dead unburied. This one leaves the debts unpaid. They sit there, running out of money, running out of moral authority, running out of time, and you have to ask yourself, what on earth is the point of another 14 months of this government of the living dead? If they don't have the courage, if they don't have the courage to deal with the debt and take the difficult decisions, why not make way for the team that can?
David Cameron there with his all-out attack, not just on the budget, but on the legacy of 12 years of New Labour government and the stewardship of the economy, and Gordon Brown and Alistair Darling with plenty to think about. We'll leave you the comments for a second. If you want to continue watching coverage of the budget proceedings, just switch over to BBC Parliament, where they have uninterrupted coverage there for you. We'll be back there in a while for the response of the Liberal Democrat leader, Nick Clegg. That's a little later on. In the meantime, I'm going to give you a little run through the main points of the budget so that we can make sure that we know what we're talking about. Lots